Hey guys, it's Harold is Cool here, and today I'm with Xeno Original, and we're going to be ranking all of the LCDS Class of 2022 characters on a tier list.
Yeah, can you imagine that? You won't
Yeah.
get content like this from any other channel. You certainly won't get it from
No
Xeno
other
Original.
channel, you better subscribe. I got
hit
to beat
that
Xeno
like
Original, who just
button.
passed me in subscribers. Yeah, hit that like button and drop a
hit the bell
comment
to
down
stay
below.
notified of future uploads.
Yeah. Comment down below if how you would rank the people on our list. Okay, so for our tier list, at the top, we got UGC Gang. UGC Gang. That's the top tier. That's UGC Gang right there. Then below that, we got Pally. They're not in UGC Gang, but you know they're a Pally. They're a Pally.
They're like
and then below
UGC.
Yeah, a Pally. Yeah. Then you have 24-hour NAP. They're not quite a Pally, but we probably have a 24-hour NAP.
For all of you non-gamers out there, that's a subterfuge term.
All of our audience is subterfuge.
Of course.
We only have the best. Of course. Then we have Mystery Tier. Now, Mr. E Tier means mystery, if you couldn't figure that out. That means even though we went to high school with these guys in a class of less than 60, we still don't know who the heck they were.
Oh,
Then we got Boop Boop. Boop Boop is Boop Boop Tier. That's pretty self-explanatory. Then we have Frowny Face Tier. These guys, they give us a frowny face. That's what we think of them. And then at the bottom, for the worst of the worst, we got Lefty Tier.
Yeah, I personally don't get the hatred of Lefty. Like, I get that he was filled to serve a purpose because I'm a bad writer and couldn't think of, like, anything to write for prison deaths that didn't involve another character. But, like, that bad, I don't know.
I think it's well-deserving. Alright, okay, let's start from the top. So, the first person on our tier list is Alexa. Eli, what do you think about Alexa? Where do you feel like she should belong?
Honestly, she's fine. Like, I had a bunch of classes with her. Pretty much every student who wasn't in UGC Gang or Pally, I never went out of my way to talk to.
Sure.
So,
I had a lot of classes of Alexa, too. But, like, I talked to her in class, but I don't think I ever had a conversation with her, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But she's, she's not Mr. E, though. Like, we knew who she was. She was, like, very established.
What do we know about her? I don't know.
She was a swimmer. She lived in York.
Oh, yeah, York Gang. You have a bias towards York people. I forgot about that.
She was, like, part of the Flow Gang, I think.
Flow Gang.
But not part of the Flow Gang that went to Italy. She was, like, lesser Flow Gang. Like,
lesser Flow Gang. Not the core Flow Gang. That's not more of, like, Cat's thing anyways. Why are we even calling it Flow Gang? Whatever. It doesn't matter. So where are you putting her?
I put her 24-hour nap.
24-hour nap? Okay.
Yeah, like, everyone was, like, fine with her. She didn't really, like, have any controversial stuff.
I guess there's the noble thing, right?
Yeah, but, like, I feel like there's more noble than her. Honestly, I never knew what was going on with that. I was in UGC
I remember your thing in the Dwarf Estate, yeah.
Yeah.
Your favorite couple. Okay. Alright.
Here's an iconic
E.
one.
Oh, boy.
Mrs. E.
This is something. Oh, where does Mrs. E go? Mrs. E is definitely one of the, I guess, make a sinister...
Mrs. E was a plot twist. The whole time we thought, like, something bad would happen, and then it was the other one who turned out to be the problematic one.
Like, I wouldn't say
she never
Mrs.
actually did anything. It was all talk.
I would, like, pick up, like, the one...
They literally just liked hanging out with freshman girls, and that was it.
That's kind of weird, though. That's kind of weird. I think she's definitely not in the upper half of the tier list.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I feel like Mrs. E has to go in Mr. E, even though we knew who they were.
Oh, that is iconic. That doesn't make sense. Mr. E was a different character, though.
Yeah, but they're named after Mr. E because they had similar interests.
Mrs. E was kind of a mystery, though, because, like, I didn't really like Mr. E. Like, let's be Mrs. E. Let's be fair. Mrs. E, even about all the creepy stuff, was pretty annoying. Like, we can't deny this.
Maybe a bit. Remember,
Mrs. E was not a very likable
Adventures
person.
of Beryl and Baben, like the dark timeline.
Now that's a dark timeline. Maybe we'll see more of that one day.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what tier, you say?
I don't know. I feel like...
What's Boop Boop?
Boop, that's Boop Boop. Mrs. E's not Boop Boop.
Frowny face? Like worrisome?
Not a frowny face. Mrs. E's a frowny face.
Okay. What's next?
Uh-oh. This is what I was talking about. All the fun characters right at the top. That's the only thing I don't like about this.
Yeah, that's the way our grade is.
So we got the wizard himself.
Armatiganum. Armatiganum. I don't know how to say it.
I think we know where Ryan is.
So I would say I knew this guy for 5 years, and by the third year, I was like, oh no, by the third year, by 10th grade, I was like, I like everything about him except his personality. And then fast forward 2.5 years later, I always knew something was up with him, and then it suddenly came to fruition 2.5 years later.
He was always a big supporter of The Last Jedi. That's kind of what I remember.
Honestly, but, Last Jedi's not that bad. Everyone hates it. It's like, I would say all the stuff with. Well, I don't want to talk about movies in here. We should be focused.
It's supposed to be focused.
It's just annoying because he
He's just a contrarian.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
PTFP. He got weirder. I think just in his general conversations, it was just he was odder than when I first met him. He kind of got more eccentric.
Yeah, that's just the way the Armitages were. All three.
Yeah, I guess that's all three of them. What kooky characters.
Well, see, what do you think then? Is lefty tier mean they're unremarkable, or does it mean they're?
But we're talking this is the Sinister Six of LCDS.
Because he's iconic, but he's very memorable.
He's not a pally. I'd say he's lefty. Lefty is also memorable, but not in the sense of.
So someone what's someone we don't really know go into that?
No, they go on mystery. That's where they're a mystery.
Oh, okay.
We don't know.
Okay, so I guess lefty tier then.
Lefty is the only thing that matters.
All right. This guy, I mean.
Harold?
Yeah, do we realize that he's one of the founders of UGC gang?
Yeah, that's true. That's me.
Technically, I was the founder, I would say. I was the one who started putting the pirated games on the computers using Steam Unlocked.
Yeah, you were like the George Washington of UGC.
And then, yeah, technically, one day, Armatiganum was a member of UGC because I invited him.
Yeah, we don't talk about this. We don't. This is the dark lore. Technically, Ryan Armitage was a part of UGC, but we don't. He's the Ivor of the Order of the Stone. You know what I mean?
That's a really good comparison.
He is. That's what he is.
Who am I then?
You're Soren.
I'm Eldegard or whatever because I was the one who did all the technical stuff.
No, but you were the founder though. Soren was the leader.
I'm Soren.
And then Carson was Eligard. I was with Gabriel, and Ryan was Magnus.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's such a terrible comparison to make, but he really
it makes sense, right?
Well, he's not like Ivor though, where he's the only likable character of the game. It's
that's true.
Ivor,
he was cast out.
The odd one out.
We had to cover it up.
Here's another iconic one. Detective Hackster.
Well, I think we know this is a lefty, but Hackster had his moment.
Yeah,
he was always.
He's the only one who didn't make it to the end of the year. It's because he yelled at a teacher and came to school high and was failing all his classes and had no friends because he was mean to everyone and thought he was better than everyone. And he failed all his cases.
How happy my Spanish class was when it was announced, because it was announced during that time. Everyone was yeah, everyone was so excited. It was just everyone was happier.
Yeah.
I do thank Hackster for that bit of joy he brought all of us.
I think he was just mean. He wasn't nice.
Yeah. He threw a mini golf club in the river or whatever.
Golf club in a river for no reason.
Yeah, what the heck? He was just a jerk. And
Is he in the U.S. or not? I don't remember if he's going to.
I think he went back to Scotland. He was supposed to do college in the U.S.
to Detective Scotland.
Back to Detective Scotland, just like Xenu. Just like Xenu goes to jail. Maybe he'll return.
I mean, that's why. Yeah, he is going to return. Spoiler alert: he's going to appear in a quest, a horror movie plot or something. Or am I going back to Angel's plot? We'll see. Speaking of Angels,
there's the first Angel on the list.
Scarapata.
Scarapata. What was our relationship with Scarapata? We don't really have one with her. She was iconic in her own right, but I don't know.
This is kind of sad. I feel like I don't know.
Apparently, she's failing all her classes and never goes to them. So
yeah, it just makes me feel kind of sad. Honestly, it kind of bums me out, even though it's not my fault.
I feel like she should maybe she's either I mean, what did she do? Anything? Is she So she's a Mr. E just because she never even came to school. She's either
Oh,
boop
yeah,
boop.
that's true. Yeah, I heard that like every time she would like go to the nurse's office and just like go and sleep there or something.
I remember she said she had to go to the nurse's office. Then I just saw her in the senior space when I went to the bathroom. So
Oh.
in my class.
Well,
Yeah. It's always
maybe Boop Boop.
boop boop. Is she really a boop boop? The boop boop is like boop boop. She's not. She had like
Frowny face?
person. Yeah, she's a frowny face.
Okay, next
Oh,
is
Ava.
Ava.
First of Carson's ex-girlfriend.
First love.
Yes, first love.
I still
I don't
don't
know.
entirely
Ava.
know about like who instigated that. I thought it was her, which is kind of weird because I feel like they didn't
I
know
think
each
it
other.
was her. Or I think she instigated it. I think she also broke it up. So
Yeah,
Carson was
I
pretty
remember I
passive.
had that one story I didn't tell Carson until like 2 years after, where it was like her and Scarepod over in the hall, and I think she's complaining that like Scarepod was saying to break up because he like never talks to her or something, and then Carson passed them in the hall and said hi,
No,
and
we
she's like,
know
"Oh,
her.
never mind, Gus, you can stay together now," and they were like, "Ha ha ha," like friends
I
do.
guess. Yeah, that's what. I guess we know where Flo learned those tricks from, right?
I don't have anything against her, but I also never had classes with her, so like I'd put her in. See,
Yeah,
here's the
Mr.
thing: the
Ears-
people I never had classes with are going to be below people I did just because I didn't know them as well and didn't
Yeah,
go out of
exactly.
my way.
That's just life. That's just life, man. That's just how it rolls. That's just how
Lefty?
it goes. She's not a lefty. She's not lefty. Lefty, you
Oh,
have
you
to
said
be
lefty.
truly
Yeah, it's
diabolical
like
to be
no.
lefty.
What about? I still
That's
don't know what boop boop is entirely. What about boop
That's
boop?
like kind of Boop is like I don't really, not even. I don't know. I just didn't know what they're. I don't know where you go.
How about
Boop's
here
mystery.
then? I don't know.
Boop mystery is like if we really have no. Yeah, I think Ava's Boop Boop because we kind of do know her. She was part of the Carson's
Yeah.
first love arc, but she's not really. She doesn't really bring anything to the table. That's a Boop Boop. I
Okay.
feel like.
Carson, UGC gang.
UGC gang, Carson, classic character.
Yeah.
Some say, was he like the main character? Was he the main protagonist?
I
I don't know. I
mean,
feel
I
like
thought
Bill
of
kind of
myself as the protagonist because I'm like the one who controls myself. So I think of do you think of yourself
You're-
not as the protagonist?
I don't know because I feel like Carson was like going through stuff. I feel like because we were more static. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we always
Yeah,
kind of
that's a
filled
good
our
point,
roles.
actually. He was constantly going, or he just
He was
talked
going-
about what he was going through
And I-
more.
Eli's always Eli. I'm always Harold, and Ryan was always Ryan.
Yeah, we
and-
became more one note over time. Now we I only talk about Xenu, talk about Nixon.
Yeah, we really have been. Yeah. Maybe we are still side characters in the Carson series.
Yeah,
maybe this is
Carson- I think now we're like the old recurring characters who come back.
Yeah,
and
that's
Carson's
what I'm
like has a
saying. We
new
come
cast at college. That's like season 2.
Yeah, and like they were just lazy and had me move in with William, even though we weren't even really friends
Yeah,
in high
that's a
school.
That's a good point. They just the fans thought it'd be funny to put 2 new characters or two old characters into a new scenario
Yeah, and
together.
like, that's why we only have like one trope now because like we're not really around. We don't need to have complex storylines. So I guess that's getting too existential. Okay, Tamir.
Yeah, Tamir.
Tamir
I
was
mean,
a friend.
I never really had interacted with him that much. I thought
We
he
ate
was
lunch with
fine.
him. He's fine. We ate lunch with him in 10th grade.
Yeah,
is he a
that's
pal?
true.
Is he a pally? I guess I put him in pally. I mean, I saw him.
And it matches his
Yeah, I guess-
shirt.
That's true. It doesn't match his shirt.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, for some reason
he
he-
matches his shirt. And Carson's in red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That seems fine to me, Pally. Here's
Yeah,
Miss-
Tamir's a pal.
Mr. Spooky.
Dean, the
What was that
he
his
the-
name? I can't remember who it was.
I think Mr. Chen or something. I have no idea.
He was comedic. It was fun. He was a fun guy.
He was kind. He was. I don't know if he's a complete lefty because like he was not a menace.
I
I
wouldn't call
think
him
maybe
a lefty. I thought he was entertaining to have around. He was like
he
a
was
variety.
a funny. I remember in our AP Lit test. Where, like, the test already started, and then, like, teacher was like, hey, Dean was on his iPad in the corner, like, you have to get out of here. It was just always in random spots. I remember when Hershey Park, he had his iPad in the line for, like, the roller coasters, kind of. You just kind of see him around. He didn't go to that. You
went to that, but I didn't. Didn't he live with Senor?
I don't know if I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they lived together.
lot of exchange since I've seen you.
Maybe
I don't know.
enough. I thought he was
Who knows?
fun, but I mean, we didn't really know
I
him.
feel like-
So honestly, I think he's kind of mystery. Like no one knew.
He is a mystery. Like his whole character is he's just mysterious. He was a fun side character to pop up. You know?
Yeah, he was like the guy who hung out by the staircase all the time and had really loud videos.
That one article. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I think Ryan called it. He said it was like me. It was like I was like the Europeans, and Dean was like a Native American. That's why Dr. Pony was so mad at our negotiations. I didn't get consent like 3 times from him. So I feel like she felt like I was like manipulating him or something.
Right,
I don't think Dean really cared. He just
he probably didn't.
Yeah.
Alex Cohen.
I don't know.
He's like fine. I didn't really know him personally.
Neither did I don't know. We seem to. Sometimes he seemed to like me. Sometimes he didn't seem to not like me. I guess.
Honestly,
like,
I don't really know what people thought of me because I didn't really care.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying. Well, it doesn't matter what they think of me. It's what I think of them. I guess he was in the chess stuff.
Yeah, the only thing I think about him is just funny how much he was into the chess stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people really. That was like one of the. That was kind of funny. Just
yeah,
like I was listening to it. Because that's why I was supposed to be like a one-time thing that I just did for fun, and then like people got really into it, so I was like,
well, it inspired Boss Rush, so it's a good thing you made that.
Oh.
Yeah, did you
know? How did it inspire
fun fact, it was because I wanted to make a Xenu Games parody, and then I decided to make it a thing in the game where everyone would start on teams and eventually make one big team and fight Xeno Original. And then I was going to make it so like there's a bunch of game parodies before, and I was like, why am I making game parodies? That's like ruining me creatively. That's like not unique. And then I was like, what if instead I make this really long quest where you go through everything and fight a bunch of new bosses? And then I did, and it took 4 months.
It was good. It was good. I enjoyed Boss Rush. It was good,
I think so.
Go check out Boss Rush if you have it on Xeno Original's channel.
You have 3 hours. Already outdated. Like like pretty much every scene has something I changed about it, but you should still go watch it if you have 3 hours and 20 minutes to spare.
Go give it a like. Go give it a comment.
Yeah, go smash that like button. I did upload 3 times in one day, but 2 of the videos were up unlisted, so... videos are probably going to be slow for a while too, guys, just to let you know.
Well, that's just how it goes when you have 13 subscribers, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta make it the best of the best. I feel
Alex
like
Cohen. Maybe either 24-hour nap or boop boop, I don't know.
Boop boop. Well, he didn't really do anything to us, right? You know, like...
Yeah. How about 24-hour nap? Because he was really into the chess thing, and that's important.
He was in the chess thing. That's kind of what brings him up there.
Yeah.
Marlene,
I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah, Mystery. That's Mystery.
Here's the thing, like, after none of the new students I ever had classes with, so I never, like...
I had classes with Marlena. I remember when we had Zoom class, and she would talk on a mic, and her voice just sounded like ASMR. Her voice was, like, so soft, it would go...
Oh.
Like, every word. I was like, what the heck is this? So, that's what I remember her for. And she dated everyone.
Or Mystery, I didn't hear.
I say Mystery.
Okay, yeah.
He's a mystery, I don't really know much. Yeah.
Noble
DeMar.
He always looks really young to me. Like, he looks way younger than everyone.
Yeah, that's not a good photo, too.
Yeah, it looks tinier than everyone, too.
Noble!
I don't know anything about Noble, really.
I put him in, like, a 24-hour AP. Like, I was always friendly with him. We never, like, did anything, but, like, we always got along.
I remember his brother, who's bad at math. William would tell me about that all the time. You know, William says the same stories over and over, but his stories are pretty funny, so...
Like, I always noticed, he always, like the tissue story. He always brings up the tissue story, and every single time he has to add like a different detail. He also he goes to the order. It's like, wait, no, Carson said it. No, Luke said it first. I gotta get it right. He has to go through every single detail of the whole thing.
Whatever. I mean, it was weird, but like, I wouldn't call out someone for doing it. Whatever.
Well, everyone did, Eli. You were in the wrong. They were in the right. It happens. We all make mistakes.
Well,
that's why we go to school.
So.
That's disgusting. Like, I admitted it.
The one time I did do it, I got like a bloody nose and bleeding all over the place. So I had to use a KN95 to like keep my blood from going everywhere.
That's fun.
And also, this week I've cut myself twice while trying to shave, so I have giant gashes on my face, and it's, really unappealing, and I forget that, that's what people see when they look at me now.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're going around going to more than missionaries or something, yeah.
Okay, anyways, 24-hour nap. Evan Ely, he was part of Cloud Gang, right? I don't know anything about him, but that makes me not like him.
I got along with Evan. I mean, we sometimes play 8-ball in class. That's about the extent of our relationship.
Yeah, see, I never played 8-ball with people. I played it with, you, maybe, sometimes. That was it.
I don't know. Is he honestly, he's kind of a... We were doing the senior superlatives that got cut. He was most generic. That's what we gave him, because he's kind of there's nothing to Evan Ely.
So maybe...
there's nothing...
He's
decent at sports. I guess he's a boop. Or is he It's not a mystery, because he's boop.
He's just kind of unremarkable.
There's nothing he did right. And then, I probably shouldn't. I'm not going to say it on the record.
At this rate, how many people are going to be in Pally?
More friends will come up later. Okay, Maddie Feduk.
I only had one class with her one time, and then for some reason she seemed kind of into me. I don't know why. It was weird.
She's just being weird. You know, how the popular girl will do the thing with the autistic kid. That was you, Eli. I hate to break it to you.
I'm not autistic.
No, I'm saying you're autistic. I mean, that's a trope. How the popular girl will talk to the autistic male he's not as bad as George. Yeah.
That is funny that was a 30-second exchange. Now it's the only thing we associate with George now.
What about yeah.
He's trying to be nice.
Yeah, everyone. He probably was. He probably didn't mean. He was just kind of friendly, and then we kind of took it the wrong way. You're probably right. Honestly, we should be nice to George. I remember. She was. All the girls hated her. Probably for good reason.
I know she was
honestly,
she drank a lot and was really unpleasant or something. That was what.
Yeah. And she drama and stuff. I got along with her. I was the only one. I remember when Sophie was in trouble with the thing. I had to go talk to Maddie to calm her down in journalism because.
Was Sophie pretty worried that she'd get in trouble?
No, she did. Maddie's parents called the school and said Sophie was bullying her in the newspaper. So.
I thought you were talking about when you said the thing. I thought you were talking about PTFP.
No, not PTFP. This is a different thing. So we were doing the election issue, and she was going to write a piece on what happened to Maddie and Tavir after they lost. Then told Maddie she was going to do this, and then Maddie's parents said Sophie was bullying her in the newspaper, and then I was gotta go. I was the only one who had a positive relationship with Maddie Feduk apparently. So that was a funny story.
Yeah, I didn't vote for Maddie and Tamir, guys. Just say no.
I did because I felt sorry for him.
I voted for the other. I also didn't vote for Ryan Parsons because I'm really friends with him yet.
That's true. You guys only became friends in senior year. It was kind of. I mean, Ryan was always.
It's because we never had classes together until senior year.
Ryan was my friend, and then I kind of dragged him into the group, honestly.
Yeah.
So
and he won't respond to me on Facebook Messenger now. So honestly, are we even friends, Ryan?
You better respond to Martin Payne on Facebook.
Yeah, respond
Messenger.
to my drunk Kirby profile pic and say if the weather's nice or not. That's all I want to know. I want to know if you're having a goofy time. If you're watching this video, please respond now.
I think that is Boo
Boo, okay.
Luca. That's fair.
I liked Luca. I mean, I never really interacted with him, but I thought he was a fun guy to have around.
I remember at 8th interaction more, but when I started dating Franny, kind of went off with the emo kids. So, but I always liked Luca. All my interactions with him were pleasant.
It was fun to have a military kid. We didn't have any other of those.
That's true. It was good to have at least one.
I thought it was funny. I remember his profile pic on GroupMe was just a gun. I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah. I remember that because someone brought up in human geography. He totally forgot. Only memory with Luke. I remember we were doing Zoom math class, and he started playing a song on his guitar, and then Mrs. Orvek went into the Zoom, and he didn't even notice for a couple of seconds. It was kind of awkward. He just joined.
The only class I had with him was art in 8th grade, and I remember I had to make every single time. I think it was him and Evan Ely kept getting separated because they wouldn't focus. It was me, Grant Landis, and Evan Ely in a group. So it was fun.
Yeah. It's a fun group.
Anyways, I didn't mind him, so maybe
Is Is he an NAP? I think he's NAP. He's not close enough to be a pally.
We're not really friends. I thought he was a good, a fun side character to have.
Yeah. Grant Gilbert, Mr. President himself.
I don't know anything about him.
I tried to talk to him a couple of times. It was always like so awkward. Like we have like nothing in common.
I had AP Chem with him, but I don't think I ever worked with him.
Yeah. I'd probably put him in like. Is he a 24-hour NEP?
Yeah. I feel like mystery. Like he was popular and stuff.
Like you saw him every day. He was the president, right? You know, he had authority, that respect.
This one though, this is mystery.
Piper. I mean, when Ryan had bronchitis, she was my literature partner for like a couple months.
I could move her. I just never had a class with her. So.
Yeah. She really didn't talk much. I remember she would also like laugh at like anything I said. It got to the point where I had to like try to give sentences in the most boring way possible because it got so annoying. Because I was just being like slightly upbeat, and then she laughed. It started getting really annoying after a while.
I guess maybe everyone thinks what you say is a joke or something.
Yeah. I was like Pomponi when I wrote my letter from the copy editor, and she was like, "Harold, we can't publish. This is all so sarcastic." I'm like, "No, it wasn't. It was genuine." I was like, "Uh-oh. Boy, you cried wolf moment right now." Max?
Yeah, Max. I mean, again, I didn't really. He was always in He was in robotics for a while, and again, I never really interacted. But I thought I thought he was okay.
Is he a mystery?
No, I'm just holding it right now. I'll put it back.
I don't know. I feel like he's more of a 24-hour NAP. Again, he's not like we had we had cordial relations with him, but you know, we hung out with him at Hershey Park. Well, you weren't there, but
yeah, I guess he replaced me.
Yeah, he kind of did actually.
Yeah, I thought he was neat.
He's okay. He's
guy.
Right.
I mean,
William.
I'm kind of doing these off of how what I thought of them, not really if I like them or not. Like I like none of these none of these people I ever interacted with. It was just I liked having them around. I thought they were a good dynamic or whatever.
Yeah, I had a good dynamic. William, that's a good way to put it.
William's a pal.
Yeah, he's a pally. He's a pally. I'm living with him next year. I have to put him in a pally. It'd be kind of bad if I put him in lefty tier.
You're gonna watch this video?
No. I hope
Does he
not.
know about your channel?
Nobody does except for you and Carson. I mean, I don't really do anything on here. It's just
that's true. Your only video, you put up a video and it got taken down in 20 seconds. So.
Yeah. Yida. I think he was a communist, and he really was pro-Russia during the Ukraine invasion. That's all I know about him.
I'd say mystery. He doesn't look happy here.
I guess he wasn't a happy guy. Chris Abavny.
He just seems like generic popular guy. I don't know.
This is whatever. I said, we got along, I guess, in our few interactions, which weren't many.
See, you interacted with way more people than I did.
That's true. That's why I would have wished Carson was here, because he got into the Flow Gang territory. He got deep into those guys.
I know
he would have had a lot more
Flow Gang.
That's true. You were a silent observer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I feel like he's a 24-hour NAP. Right.
Okay.
So it wasn't I didn't have any problems.
It's okay if these tiers aren't equal, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, lefties and UGC Gang are very special.
This is just gonna end up being all the Xenu characters. These two tiers are gonna be only Xenu characters. Technically, I guess these three are technically Xenu characters, but whatever. Sarah Hilton. She took our money in 9th grade.
I always got along with her, but I didn't ever like her. You know what I mean? She was always kind of douchey to other people, but I guess I don't know. She was kind of smug, and she did steal money.
Yeah, I mean that's my takeaway.
I'm feeling is she a frowny face or a boop boop? Probably there. I feel like she's a. I don't think she was that. She was more of a. She never did anything big, you know.
I did interact with her a decent amount. We had English together, and we were both in theater.
What do you think?
I think it was, I might be wrong here. I think it was she was stage director, and maybe people would complain that she wasn't doing anything, but, I didn't do much when I was stage director. It's a really bad, looking back, I feel like I was a really bad stage director for theater or whatever. Stage manager.
Well, that's
whatever. That was the show where Ryan asked someone if asked the German like exchange student or German transfer student if Hitler was a good public speaker, and it was like, yeah, guys, you didn't see the warning signs.
Yeah, that's kind of on them, though, right? I mean, like, I don't want to be that guy, but if like some guy's telling you to like kill all of one religion, that's not good. That's not good. We don't like Hitler on Herald is Cool here. You know, if you like Hitler, get out of here, guys. I don't want.
If you do like Hitler, just stay tuned for Carson 4. Oh, okay, it's not in defense of Hitler. I mean, Hitler's the villain, or not even Hitler. Spoiler, secret character.
Okay, I'm feeling boop boop on her.
All right. Yeah, I didn't mind her.
No. Ryan Horvath.
I don't want to say anything to me.
I mean,
I remember on the Scotland trip, everyone was making fun of him for smelling bad, which is just like so mean.
He's always bullied. I
remember
like every single class, Logan always bring up how his dad caught him masturbating when he went to work with him.
What?
Yeah,
he was masturbating while they were at work.
It was like a bring your child to work day. He was in his dad's office by himself, and his dad walked in on him masturbating.
Until you get home.
I don't know why he did it. No, whatever. That's all. See, the thing is, he was just a punching bag of everybody. Everyone hated him. He was the punching bag.
The Scotland trip alone, it was like Peter Russell. We had sliding doors to get in the bathroom. So Peter Russell wanted to lock him in the bathroom. I was going to move like the suitcase out of the way because it was mean. He's like, no, leave it. He's like, I guess I could do the William. William had a funny Peter impression. You should ask him to do his Peter-like stories.
Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. I remember I put rocks in his head.
No one...
I did that in my senior speech. Yeah, that was a good time.
No one would let Ryan Horvath into their hotel room during the Scotland trip. Also, like, everyone was using his data to play Minecraft, and he went really over.
They used his phone to play data because they didn't let him play. That's good. That's good. Where should you put him? I feel like that's Pally, right? He's a Pally.
He wasn't really my Pally, but he was fun.
He was a Pally.
In 8th grade, I think he sat with us, right? Like, we had Stuart and Gavin and, like, Mrs. E. We had a Dill. We had a ton of people. Our group used to be so big. Like, started with, like, 8 of us.
Yeah, you're right.
I think sometimes, like, Franny sat with us just because Stuart was there and they were friends.
Yeah, she did. And they would sit, like, Laurel.
We went from, like, 10 people in 8th grade to, like, 3 people who sat in a room away from everyone else.
That's right. Ryan was our guest character. He was a reoccurring character. That's kind of... I mean, I guess we just got, better... I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Eli!
Me.
Dang.
I'm the founder of UGC. I'm Soren.
Eli, I mean, like, he's just a great character. He's got very interesting stuff with him.
I hate this picture of me. My nose looks so red, and my hair looks so dirty.
Green. I can see it, yeah. Well, I mean, look at my smile. Like, they're not the most flattering.
Yeah, most of these pictures aren't that good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sergio,
he was gone for most of senior year, right?
He was trapped in Pakistan for a month. Yeah, he got trapped there. I worked with him in the 4th Estate. I liked him. We got along. We worked well. I know we did not work well together.
I don't really have any stories about him. Oh, he kept stealing Carson's water bottle, though. That was pretty...
Oh, yeah! I put that alone making a Pally. He did steal Carson's water bottle, like, almost, like, every other day. Like, what was up with that? He's definitely...
Stole it even while he was in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Like, that's a dedication right there. That was dedication. Yeah, he's definitely a Pally for sure. He's a Pally. PBR set. Right from a Pally to what were the senior?
Here's the thing: none of us minded him until Carson started like talking about him, and then we all started.
He didn't like me until senior year, right when he started ducking on him. He started to get nice to me, but he hated me in orchestra.
I didn't mind him until Carson. I really even now don't really mind him. I just think it's comedic that Carson didn't like him so much.
Well, in orchestra, he always hated me. So did his sister. They felt like I was like lazy and didn't do anything, which was true. But like, who cares? Like, it was orchestra. Like,
yeah,
come on,
no.
guys,
like in TSA, I didn't mind him. He was like the guy in charge. I didn't mind that.
Like senior sex, he just took it too seriously, and then I honked him with the bicycle horn, and he got even more mad. Yeah. And then it was just big mess. And then he would always have like some aggressive insults to me all through the rest of freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Then senior year, he was nice to me, but then Carson hated him, so I still had to keep on hating him.
Yeah,
But it was funny, I just seen your side at first. I was like, Carson, I doubt that, he's lying on these things. You're just going crazy, and then he hacked into his thing, and it turns out it was all true, which is kind of funny.
Lying about his applications. Well,
yeah, it's like, he's lying.
He's just saying he's, like, started clubs he didn't actually. Like, that's not worse.
I know, it's not big of a deal. But it's funny because Carson was so insistent he's doing it, and I was like, no, he's not, and then he was, so... I think it's...
we still should have sent out that I give up bra. That was a word. That was a lost.
That was Zeta who sent that.
Oh, yeah, but we should have made him send it, I think.
Oh, yeah, that was a lost.
But we at least
I don't
sent
know
that
why
application. We sent out that thing where we said they were the best couple.
Oh, yeah, we did that. Me and Flora, yeah, I remember that. I don't know, is he a lefty, or is he a frowny face?
I think he's frowny face. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. Carson just didn't like him.
He's a villain at the end of the day. He's definitely the antagonist.
He's a nice guy, though. Like, he was nice to everyone. He did live stream his college acceptances. That was kind of weird.
That is weird. That kind of makes you want to... He's not...
Maybe his family wanted to see. It's not that mean, You
can just record it and send it to your family. Jeez Louise, man. You don't have to drag all of your followers into it. Like, come on, dude.
Did I get my acceptances through the mail? I thought mine were all through email. Whatever.
I got some through them. I got both.
Wait, I had some... Oh, right. Senor Sex, for all you Xeno original fans out there, all the attacks you do to him and in the game are based off of real stories. So the reason... The pinatas is just because he's named Senor Sex. Which, by the way, he's not even Mexican. He's Colombian. So I was kind of like... He's an OC because of that. Yeah, the reason you use a bike horn, the reason you give him Kung Pao chicken, the reason you give him... You have to burn magnesium with a Bunsen burner, and then attack him while he's having an allergic reaction. That's all real stuff that happened. And they're all...
oh yeah, that was me. I almost killed him. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you almost killed them. It was an accident. But Kung Pao chicken was his fault. He ate, like, stuff with peanuts in it and didn't realize it.
Yeah, who would eat stuff with peanuts in it? And, like, that's like, and you know you're allergic to it. That's stupid.
That was, gonna do, like, that was during, like, the TSA regional virtual event or whatever.
Oh yeah, like, would you do it and you post it on Instagram and blame Logan for it? No, that would be stupid.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Arian.
Arian, he's a pal.
I didn't really
actually I actually talked to him yesterday. He texted me. We had a nice catching up.
I thought he was like, here's the thing, like, he was in robotics, and if it wasn't senior year, he would have annoyed me, but, like, he was just, like, he would kind of sit with me and just say, like, funny scenarios, like, what would you do if, like, the room was on fire? What would you do? And I thought that was funny. Oh, yeah, he had his interviews. He was, like, gonna go around and interview everyone.
Yeah, he said, Harold, what would you do if a missile shot into our classroom? And I was like, I'd probably die.
Yeah, he was entertaining. I liked him.
Yeah.
I also think it was funny how the senior play, he was treating it really intensely. Like, he's saying, like, the fact that they didn't want to accept what he had written was, like, there was, like, they weren't treating him well as a writer or something, and he wrote this really phenomenal response. And I don't think he was, I don't think he was doing satire. I think he actually was that offended that they wouldn't use his writing.
Yeah, he really was. He was really
and then Anonymous told me that he was being a baby or something, so that was funny.
Well, yeah, but Arian's a very passionate person, like, honestly. He gets into something, he really gets into something. And, I don't know. That's about it. He's a good enemy of William Haddad. That's why he said he'll never come to Penn State, because he can't get close to William.
He doesn't like William?
Well, William doesn't like... Don't you know about the whole Jamila thing, and how he robbed...
Wait. So what was it? I remember Jam... I was actually thinking about this, like, 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember William and Jam were going to go together. And then I thought it was, like, Noble...
Yeah, what happened was...
Jam went together?
Yeah. What happened. Well, Arian was the one...
What did Arian have to do with that?
Arian was the one, he was the one pulling the strings behind everything, getting William and Jam, and then pulling everything apart. He was the puppet master. They were just his puppets in his big show. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, if I make cartoon he was funny, I need to think of these villains. So it'd be like Mr. Spooky, who has a staircase-based game. The Puppet Master.
Well, that's not a good nickname for Arian. I feel like you just call him, like, Arian. I don't think I would call him Puppet Master. I think it's a bit overhyped. That's like
Kylie Raft. So that's a hypothetical villain if I make a second
Kylie Raft. That's another one of William's villains. Oh my goodness. That's all William talks is how much he hates these people from LCDS.
I didn't mind her. I thought she was nice. She was always, like, nice to me.
Yeah, we can get to... Oh, shit, well, I mean...
Well, she was racist, though, so...
She was He was racist. There was the chess incident.
Yes,
you know, that, I feel like that. Well, I feel like that was Mrs. Donnelly who did that.
No, well,
who really put.
that was the whole point. Was it was no way her fault? I thought, yeah.
Well, I didn't say it was her fault in the post. I just tagged her because, like, she's like the head of the thing. Like, it's not like she is the face of the
and I wrote
operation.
That reply, and you gave me $5.
Oh yeah, I
and
did.
then I wrote
well, you helped me.
I wrote the Martin Payne pooping thing, so it's evil.
Yeah, I don't think she's not a positive person. I think she's definitely. I think like she's boop boop. Honestly, like. I think she's boop boop because like I feel like it's just the end of the year thing, that whole chess fiasco kind of weighs her down.
Yeah.
Like she almost like because of that the chess Instagram doesn't exist anymore. Wink wink. But
well, I mean it's effectively dead. No one's posting.
Yeah, that's Matt's fault.
I remember one time in math in Calc BC, Mr. Sassman made a joke saying it's like the guys were doing math problems and she was making sandwiches in the kitchen. It was funny at the time. Like, it was funny when he said it. Well, whatever.
That's a good one.
I thought he was funny. He made a lot of jokes, which was funny, but apparently he's like none of the LGBT students liked him because he at least maybe like had
I
some
remember that
beliefs,
in journalism. They were talking about how Mr. Sassman was sexist and how Carson and Aiden were also sexist for like encouraging him. I was like just sitting there.
Oh, I didn't know people were called Carson and Aiden sexist.
Yeah, they were calling Carson and Aiden sexist for being like encouraging him.
No,
so that was really.
Times Carson would be like, "Whoa, Mr. Sassman's playing this song. Whoa, Mr. Sassman's playing that song."
Yeah,
I think Aiden was sexist. Yeah, he agreed with why modern feminism isn't a thing. He agreed with the article or something.
Modern feminism isn't a thing. Well, I mean, it's obviously a thing. What the heck are you talking about? Dumb stuff right there.
Anyways,
okay, Grant Landis, me and him in 9th grade used to text each other every single day.
Grant Landis.
It's true. Yeah, it's a true fact, a true story.
What were you talking about? Just like
we'd like school and you'd send memes and stuff. And
that's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, we used to be like good friends, and then we just kind of stopped talking over time. So. Yeah,
we were gonna do Adventures of Beryl and Blandis, right?
Well, I didn't want it. He was like, "Please come into your group. Please come into your group."
That would have changed the entire saga.
It would have. It wouldn't have been good. Like I wouldn't have tried as much if they were there because it was just me and Ryan, and like I feel like we were like, let's do something special, and then like it was special. I want to put him in Pally. I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't really know him too well, but
no. I mean, he just seems kind of annoying to me.
We always got along. We always had good chemistry, which is kind of weird because we don't really have much in common. But maybe I should go see how he's doing one day. Logan, I feel like Logan's
I don't know how I feel about Logan.
Logan.
So I had a few classes with him, and I couldn't get what he thought of me. It was weird. Like one time, I like gave him like a fact or something like useful in like Miss Stewart World Civilization 2, and he said something weird like "thanks for nothing" or something. I can't tell what he thought of me, honestly.
I don't think he probably didn't think. I remember one time I was sitting with Logan and during office hours, and then you came up and we just had like the most awkward conversation of all time. Like just nothing felt right. It just all felt wrong having you and Logan in the same room. I was like, "What is going on? You guys aren't supposed to interact."
I don't remember that.
It's because nothing happened. It was just like it just ruined the vibe completely. I was just like, it just felt so wrong.
Well, was he one of your pallies?
I'd say he's one of my pallies.
Didn't you like sit with that group and like me and Carson weren't there or something?
I mean,
I think sat with that group. I'd only sit there if you were there or something.
I didn't like doing it. I would only do it if there was like none of you guys were there. You know, if you or Carson were
sex
there.
And stuff. It was gross. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yo, man, I smoked. Get me some of that good pot. Yeah, come to my car. Yeah. I have a trunk load.
Like got in trouble for eating lunch in his car, and then Harry left class to go smoke in his car, and nobody cared.
Yeah.
Whatever. Lead.
Was she the other racist?
She was the other racist, but she was a lot more chill about it than Riley. Like,
yeah,
he was, like,
I mean, again, I never really have any classes with her, so I didn't mind her.
She's kind of annoying, but like she was like I don't know, she wasn't that bad, honestly. She's either yeah, I guess you can put her in a 24-hour nap. Ning. I hung out.
I thought Ning also was like in support of keeping Hong Kong as part of China, or it's like a communist or something.
It is part of China, technically.
There's like
I
he
mean,
didn't
legally.
think Hong Kong was its own thing.
Well, I mean, it's technically it is part of China, and after a couple of years, it won't be legally speaking. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really gonna bash him for his political views.
Oh,
He's Chinese, but
my little angel thing fell into my case engineering coffee mug. Hold on, I gotta fix it.
what an angel? Was it Scarapata? Was it
shoot,
Granny
this
Theory?
quick.
Was it Banana Pissman?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Ruined the. Oh no, the video's ruined.
I forgot. Oh wait, I can't do it in one take now. Whatever. Sorry. Yeah, Ning Lu. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, he's kind of a
mystery.
to be honest. Like, I just don't know. I remember I went with him on a ride at Hershey Park. That was about it, and he was nice there.
How was Hershey Park? Was it fun?
I had a good time.
Because technically,
it was
could have
fun.
gone. We didn't leave until Friday, and Hershey Park was Thursday. I just didn't want to go.
People who I didn't usually hang out with, and it was
To be fair, I also don't like Hershey Park. Period.
Yeah,
Like,
you also like the guy who would
I don't
go
like the
on a
rides.
ride.
So like, what would I be doing
Yeah,
there?
like, why isn't this the Xenu coaster? Then I'd go on it.
I wasn't really Xenu crazy back then, was I? Actually, no, I was. Yeah, 2022 was the
You're
year of
still-
Xenu.
The year of the Xenu. Well, I mean, what should be this year? I don't know. We have to see what happens. I mean,
No,
you finished
I called
Xenu.
2022
yeah.
the year of Xenu because that's when I got like most of the game done.
I guess that's true. Yeah, yeah. Katarina, the League
Besides,
of Light hater.
I thought she was just really nice. If you ignore the League of Light hater, I can tell the story.
Yeah.
Of this. I don't know who I'm telling the story for because realistically, no one's gonna watch this. But during the theater show, so I was stage manager, and I was telling Harold that I had to like go to UGC to go play League of Light. Or no, I think you said that I have to go to UGC to play League of Light, and Kat was like overheard us and said, "No, you can't distract Eli. He has a lot of work to do because of Tech Week." And she thought League of Light was like League of Legends. I thought that was funny.
Something like that. Yeah, I
Maybe
remember.
she was trying to.
That's kind of what I.
Maybe she was looking out for my best interest because League of Light 1's not that good. I gave it a C tier.
I think she's a 24 NEP. She was not a pally, but she was always friendly. You know?
She's part of the Abroad Flow gang, but still.
I like
she's the
the
only
other
member of Flow gang who
president.
didn't make it into Xenu. Because I
Yeah,
didn't have anything
true.
to say about her.
No, we had nothing to make fun of her for. Yeah, look at that. Hard to make a whole game out of hating League of Light. So Xavier.
I could make that. I mean, Carson
Xavier.
8 is gonna be a bunch of references to games I like, including Hoppa. So
yeah, I guess you could. No, you can't do League of Light. That's
well, no one cares about League of Light. I'm gonna do like Maze, whatever. Xavier.
Xavier,
I gotta
okay.
tell the Xavier story about Martin's name.
yeah. Go ahead.
It was so I wanted to give Martin Payne a name that started with an X, and so I was thinking, Xavier, because my dad had proposed the name Xavier as a potential name for me when I was a baby, and my mom didn't like it because it was like too out there. But
How is that too out there? It's a pretty common name.
is it? Do you know any other Xaviers?
I know one Xavier. I played baseball with him when I was like 8.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No, his name was Xander. Never mind. His name was Xander.
Oh, so anyways, this guy is Xavier Martin, and I was like, what about Martin? Marty sounds like a nerd's name, and that's how he became Martin Payne.
Payne, which is a great television series, apparently.
Oh, well, I don't know if Martin Payne's actor was good, though, because his female
Oh, yeah, that's right.
female co-actor refused to be on set with him, so which like greatly affected
maybe
it since she was the love interest. So
Yeah, that kind of ruins it.
maybe
Yeah.
I should watch that
I
show
thought-
and like review it. I don't know.
You got me some pizza at Hershey Park.
No,
And he was in with a Hershey
he was
Park.
just a nice guy. He was like
He was a
nice.
stoner, though. He never came to school sober. He was always high on something.
Yeah,
He was chill, he was nice.
I don't know. Whenever I said
mean, you
stuff, my sister told me like that, like he has like a rough home life. So it's like, oh, we didn't know everything going on with him, so it should be nice.
He talked about how he was gonna like one of the Bucks' dad. That's what he kept on talking about at Hershey Park. But I remember at graduation he hugged me and was like, "Harold, I'm gonna miss you." And I was like, we had like 8 conversations in the last 3 years. They're like, "Yeah, I'll miss you too."
Well, you know who else you took a picture with? You took a picture with this one,
Okay,
this one,
okay.
and this one.
Okay. That was because we were all in line alphabetically, okay? It was not
Oh, yeah,
my
that's a good
intention. The
point.
guy was like,
I think that's the funniest picture you have, just because it's all your best friends.
yeah, I know, it's terrible.
Yeah, like, she called you out for, like, insulting her about something during her senior speech for never showing up to class.
Oh yeah, Harold. She said my articles were carried on them, which isn't true. That was only in like 2 articles,
By the
and
way,
one of
the
them was
senior
cut.
speech was literally one of like the most miserable things I've ever. I was so angry the entire time I
I
had to
remember
like write
I
it.
laughed out loud when he said, "You guys are some of the smartest and best people."
Yeah.
I started laughing out loud, but I felt Gabriel. She was sitting right behind me, her eyes piercing into my skull, so I got my composure together.
Well,
but
it
I
was-
would have belly laughed for like a solid 10 seconds.
Every
if
single
she
thing I
was there.
said there was like fake, and I was just doing it
I
so I
know,
could get it over
was
with
just so
and
funny
leave.
to hear
So
from you, 'cause for the whole month you were saying the complete opposite. So it was just so funny to hear you just go up on stage, say, "You guys are some of the smart."
I wonder
There's
if I
no
have
doubt.
that actually. In the background of the video, I could look for my senior speech on my external hard drive.
I did mine off the cuff, if you recall, right?
Yeah, I know. That was. I wished I could have done. I was thinking of saying in my speech, "Boy, I wish I could have copied Harold's speech instead of saying this." And the other thing I really wanted to say is, you guys probably don't know a lot about me. This isn't going to change now, or something.
That would. I don't know. I wish I recorded that speech. Honestly, actually, it's probably better.
Speech of mine. Okay, my copy of senior speech. Wait, sorry, I'm opening this up in the background. Are you able to see it?
No.
Who cares?
That's okay.
You don't need to go over me lying. Blah 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 blah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, Xavier.
Oh, Xavier. Maybe like a 24-hour NEP. I feel like we get liked. He was nice.
Nice.
Laurel. Mr. E. Not speak to her once in all of high school.
Yeah, the only interactions I ever had with her were in theater, and I never actually. I realized in theater, I would never talk to people unless I needed something from them. And actually, like looking back in general, I really never talked to people.
Right? You're like Xenu. Except like a reverse.
I like Xenu because I'm like him. Like I only just like kind of sit there and take in people's conversations. That's why I like Xenu.
Original. You're literally Xenu. You just go around.
If I start saying what I really think, people like stitch my mouth shut because they don't like it. Just like real Xenu.
Just like real Xenu.
I'm not racist though. I'm sexist and homophobic and male or whatever it was, but I'm not racist.
Yeah, I remember that quote. I remember that.
I don't remember.
Sophie, I feel like Sophie. We had like all the same classes. I probably had like honestly in all of high school, I probably had the majority of my classes were of Sophie.
Yeah,
so,
Hallie, I guess. I thought she was nice.
I was friendly with her, but
I think
that was just like
her mom and my mom were friends. I don't remember how they became friends. My mom said she went to the farm once.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was on a farm or something. Oh, she was in Hawaii. Yeah, no, we would not.
Back, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She's in NYU,
nice.
right?
She seemed nice to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was only a Pally because we had so many classes. I don't think under any circumstances would she be in Pally tier, but
she's probably the one who told Mrs. Gabriel about PTFP, right?
Maybe I don't know because she knew about it, but I don't know if she went. She might have told other people. Like it's just kind of that thing where I told like 5 people, and like those people might have told 5 people, and then it just kind of whole school knows. You know what I mean?
I remember we were taking the Calc BC test, and Ryan wasn't there, and because I'm like not up on stuff, I had to like beg William to tell me what it was about, and he finally did. Because I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't look on my phone and like ask everyone else because they were also in their tests.
Yeah.
So but yeah,
I guess you were the one guy. I didn't send you the Ryan issue until I remember after it happened.
Yeah, I don't think I had it. Or if I did, I didn't read it. But
yeah, you didn't read it.
I remember it used to be like a funny idea. I was like, you should call it like 4th Estate Nightmare Mode or something.
Yeah.
It was all fun, and then I didn't realize he was writing an article about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we kind of that was kind of on us. Like I was the one because Ryan Armitage, he came to me and was like, "Dang, I wrote 18 articles in my spare time, but now the class is full and I can't join." I was like, "Well, why don't you just like make your own issue on the side for fun?" Like, yeah, it's a good idea, Harold.
That's the thing I want to say. Even if it didn't have PTFP, it just wasn't funny. I don't think Ryan has a good sense of humor. He's not funny. That's what I would say.
I mean, there was some
like you
good
know the joke about the black people was funny, but like image not found is such like a generic joke. Like anyone can do that.
Yeah, anyone can do that. Anyone in LCDS can do that.
Like compared like Xenu writing to PTFP writing, and I think you'll see which one's better. Yeah,
I know. I agree with you actually, on that one. Because Ryan, I just don't think he's that funny. I don't know. Is he that funny? I mean, it's fine. Like, I mean, most of the people in the 4th Estate are not funny. That was the big problem.
Yeah. Oh, he is responsible for. I like how this is Sophie, but we're talking about Ryan again. No, Ryan is responsible for like destroying the 4th Estate, and now it's become like completely different. It's like the 4th Estate after like censorship 5 times.
Yeah, actually, the April Fool's issue wasn't that bad. I mean, Mitchell Copeland has become a better writer, Maggie's brother.
Yeah, but I think
when he was.
Okay, well, to be fair, the only year I ever looked at the Fourth Estate was senior year, but I feel like senior year was better than other years.
Oh, definitely, because the big thing is they're like everyone uses a template when they're writing, and all articles are template design. Like, there's no personality. I think that's what the real even if the articles suck, I feel like the designs were like more important anyway.
Yeah, we had a bunch. We had like Rating the Wives. We had like the EXO letter things for love.
Yeah.
Senior year we had Buford and the Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, you can't do that stuff.
And then it was all we lost it all because of you, because you suggested for him to make the article.
You know, I remember when
to make the article. He suggested to make the issue.
I was talking with William and Hannah about the situation, and I feel like honestly, William kind of way he talked about it. He said like, "Oh, Harold." Yeah, he called it like my reign of terror, where anyone who crossed me, I would like make fun of them in a newspaper, just out of spite. And I was like, maybe that's not how it happened. Maybe that's how the administration.
I feel like William's always kind of off on stuff like that.
Yeah, he's always. But no, I like talking with William because we talk about the same events, but like he has a different interpretation of them, which makes him interesting. You know, it's like a different perspective on the situation. I know, so I do like talking with William about these things, even if I may disagree with him, and that's not really what happened. He still doesn't know that I'm the one. I told one kid here, one of my friends here, about the Pope PTF beef, the full story from my perspective, which he thought was funny. But I haven't told William that part yet, guys. I feel like William will be. William still brings up, that was the most disgusting thing ever written. Why was he even allowed to graduate? He should have gone to jail.
Yeah, no, at this point I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I think it's funny to talk about, but like I don't mind. Like I think
I don't mind.
we don't ever have to like.
I mean, you can move on. I think it's fine. You can move on.
Anyways, Anonymous.
Anonymous, yeah. Probably frowny face.
Really? Yeah.
Anonymous. I don't know. Anonymous again.
They're just kind of like unnerving. They weren't really like a villain.
They weren't a villain, but they were kind of.
They're just kind of awkward, honestly.
Yeah, but they were kind of annoying. I didn't like them.
That is fair. I didn't have many classes with them.
They always acted.
Nope, not gonna do that.
They always acted like super friendly to me, and I was like, I'm not really. I don't know.
So I think
kind of annoying.
Yeah, I think of them as like me in a different timeline.
Yeah, they said so many bad jokes too. Like I cannot tell you the amount of bad anonymous jokes that were said. I was just like, ugh.
That is true. AP Chem, they would talk all the time. Excuse me. If like Mrs. Trout said something, he would like usually have something to respond, and they weren't really jokes. They were kind of just reactions, and he said them out loud, and it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Anonymous is me if I said everything I thought in my head out loud.
Yeah, that's a good quote. That was a deep quote from you, Eli. That really made me think about life and stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna be in Carson 4 for you Xenu fans out there.
Yeah, Anonymous Sex.
Oh yeah. Soon. Honestly, yeah, I forgot Carson 3 is called Fearsome Threesome because I only put the title on like the itch.io page and that's it.
Yeah, in the video, but.
Yeah,
all right, Caitlin.
Okay, whistleblower.
Yeah, whistleblower. I think.
Again, honestly, like, come on, like they were gonna get caught. Like they were like cheated on a quiz and didn't like clear their history.
She also crashed her car into Harry's car.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the. Honestly, I kind of forgot about the whistleblowing. I just remember the car crash. That's what came to mind.
Yeah, she was the car guy.
I feel like brownie face.
Come and talk to me a lot, and I like just didn't. I was kind of rude, honestly. I like should have at least tried to be nicer when she came to talk to me, because I didn't want to talk to her, because I didn't want to talk to anyone.
I remember we were in honors pre-calc together, and she was in my group, and I did not realize until the end of the year she was in my grade. I thought she was a sophomore for like the whole year.
That happens a lot with me. Like I didn't realize the person who like I sit really close to in my math class is also the person who like teaches the physics supplemental instruction sessions. But to be fair, I'd only gone to like one of them before then. Whatever.
That's all. I remember I was a sophomore for like most of the year. That kind of shows what I think. Honestly, she just caused nothing but trouble. Like really.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like honestly, she probably should be in lefty tier, but I feel like that's just kind of not iconic. Not iconic. She's not iconic, but she like it's like how Mao.
Lefty's
like
kind
how Mao. Yeah, it's like let me speak. It's like how Mao killed more people than Hitler, but like Hitler's more evil. You know what I mean?
I thought it was
like
Stalin
she's like
killed more people.
No, Mao killed like at the start. No, there's more people in China to kill.
Oh,
like kind of like some of the people. So yeah, Mao killed
Hitler. Hitler was such a good villain, though. Or not? I mean,
yeah,
he
exactly.
was easy to hate.
I'm saying Caitlyn
Mao,
is
there's a ton
Mao.
of people who still like Mao, so
Yeah, that's true
they
too.
was like
And I'm saying like
on display.
Armitage and Baxter are like Hitler and Stalin. You know what I mean? Like they're more evil and iconic villains.
That is true.
Like Mao, like Nixon
That's the
and
thing,
Mao were
like,
like Mao like Nixon.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been that.
Baxter was like an objective villain. Like he didn't try to be nice, and then he was like evil, festering for 5 years. It only came out the end. She was kind of just like troublesome.
She was just a casual man,
and it was just like she didn't mean
there's,
to.
like, there's no redeeming qualities. Like at least Baxter brought on detective, and then Armitage is kind of funny. But Caitlyn, there's nothing amusing about her. She just caused problems.
Yeah.
Just a casual menace.
Ryan Parsons. He was lesser UGC gang. Like he wasn't around as much. I think he was gone for a lot of senior year because he wanted to be on Zoom as much as possible. Oh yeah, he had bronchitis, right?
Yeah, bronchitis. And he got that again. His mission trip was delayed for a month, but you know.
Does he even want to go on his mission trip? Do you think, or?
Yeah, I think he really did want to go on a mission
That's
trip.
good, at least.
Yeah. I don't think he's a...
I like Ryan Parsons. I like how much he liked The Simpsons. I thought that was funny.
I like how all the gangs in Chile draw Simpsons characters for graffiti, so I feel like he gets in a pickle. He can be like, whoa, watch me, I'm not so bad. And he can draw Homer Simpson. They're like, wow, join our gang,
that's
Ryan.
Funny. Yeah. That's like a peace offering. Yeah, I like Ryan. I never really talked to Ryan Parsons. I never really did anything with him till senior year.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like me and Ryan, we kind of... I remember freshman year we had weight training, and first time in band, and it was the 8th graders in percussion were me, Ryan, and Mrs. E. So me and Ryan kind of hung out the whole time. That's how I got to know Ryan. And then next year we had weight training, and weight training was back to back, but it was like the schedule. It was before and after, so we would eat lunch together when no one else was. And it was me, Ryan, and Anonymous. We were the only freshmen in that class. Me and Ryan would hang out the whole time.
Where was Anonymous?
Yeah, well. Anonymous. Well, we were partners in that class because not Anonymous. No.
Me and Carson, were like that in weight training. We were a duo.
Yeah, so that's probably how I got to know Ryan, and then I feel like by 10th grade we were like really good
I knew
friends,
him in bio.
I kind of tried.
I liked Ryan because he was like Ryan was really smart, but he was like goofy. He was like a goofy guy. He was like easy to like.
Carson is always like serious when he's smart. He's like, "Harold, you're an idiot." I remember that was funny. I was trying to I got help for Carson on my math homework with my calculator, and I did the whole thing wrong, and I was in the wrong setting, and Carson's like, wait a minute, these are the numbers when you asked me to help you last month, Harold. You haven't used your calculator since then? And I was like,
the only thing about Ryan is he has some beliefs that are different from mine.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to like LGBT
religion?
community.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what, it's like, whatever.
He's part of UGC gang.
Yeah, he's still part of it.
He didn't beat the same without him. He had his own, it's us four. That's gonna end for
four is a gang.
Four is a gang.
Matt was kind of part of UGC gang, too.
Not really. He never came up. He's
part of Subterfuge gang. That's like UGC gang is a subset of Subterfuge gang. Because technically, like, LSM was in Subterfuge, but he's not part of the gang. Ryan Armitage is in Subterfuge gang.
UGC gang, technically. He is the Ivor of the crew.
Yeah, well, okay. Lenny, I didn't really have any classes with her. She seemed fun to me.
Lenny. We always got along.
Pally, 24-hour nap.
I put her in Pally. She was part of the AP Spanish gang.
All I know about the AP Spanish, it seems like no one was good at that class.
No, half the class was good, half the class wasn't. Well, I don't know. Half the class tried. I remember every time the whole group, she would always, for tests, we'd have a whole group study, and then one by one, like Katarina and like Molly and Tristan would like walk away until it was always just me, Brian, Yoleni, and Huda just screwing around and not doing anything. And then they would all practice. Half the class would practice, and Senora Hyman would have to help us four on our Spanish because we were just saying jokes and not trying. It happened every single time because we always started as a whole group. We always started as a whole group, and then it was just kind of us four left because we weren't really trying in that class. But we went to the movies together in class.
Ryan covered his eyes during that, right? Because it was kissing.
Yeah, there was kissing. I went to the movies once with Ryan before, and he covered his eyes during a sex scene, which I was like, okay, that's kind of understandable.
He could just, was he like closing his eyes or covering his eyes with his hands?
He was covering them and closing them. He was being safe.
But I kissed. Oh, sorry.
Ayana?
I had her with Chinese. I liked her. She seemed fine to
She
me.
was fine. I liked her.
fine.
I mean, I wouldn't call her. She was in a. Yeah, that's about it. Like, I never had a bad experience with her.
Yeah, okay, I would put her in Pally just because, like, I was with her for 5 years.
Okay,
Chinese.
yeah, put her in Pally. I remember we went on a ride at Hershey Park, and me and her, and I think Sophie, we just made fun of Mormons and Ryan's dad for an hour, and then we got on the roller coaster.
Chinese is just so awkward looking back. Like, I was, like, so distant from everyone in that class. I was a weirdo in senior year.
Yeah, like, honestly, looking at all these pictures, it is kind of like,
all I wanted to do that year was Xeno, I think, and that's why I was, like, really...
It is kind of interesting. A lot of people I don't really think about. Like, it's only really the main couple.
At least I'm not at a point yet where I'm like, oh, I regret that. I should have been so social back then. That hasn't happened yet. When I think about fun stuff, I'm like, I wish I had UGC still.
Yeah, UGC. That's
so many times when Silver was here, I would have wished I had a UGC I could go to, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like not computer labs everywhere on campus, or...
I don't think we don't really have that.
Really? We have computer labs like everywhere, so like...
Yeah, also you have like 10 times as many students as I do, though, so...
That's true. We have way more, probably more than 10 times.
There's like 5,000 people here, and I feel like I see the same, like, 100 people every day, so...
That's kind of sad. Because that's the thing, if I don't want to see anyone, I can just go to like a far corner of the school, or no one I know lives.
That's a true point. Yeah, there. Like campus here is really, you can walk, like campus is really small actually. There's like 30, okay, probably not 30, but it's not that big.
Yeah, we have like 50 dorms, so, you know, it's...
Yeah, we have like, I don't know, 30 dorms, I don't know.
Yeah, well... You're in like a city, dude. You're in the great city of Cleveland, home of Harold and Brian.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday I checked my phone for the weather and it said air quality alert, and the first thing I thought is, what's barreled up to? As if he was responsible for the air quality.
I don't even think barreled doesn't even move there.
It still says air quality alert now. It's just constantly an air quality alert here.
It's gonna die. Well, UGC was an air quality alert, probably. I remember there was always stuff leaking from the roof, and I am kind of mad. I was thinking about going to the talk thing, because I just want to go back to UGC, but apparently it's blocked, according to Matt.
I don't think they use the room anymore.
They don't even use the room anymore, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
There's not even computers, there's no point. Like, now I don't even want to go back. I was just excited to go back to UGC. I was like, I'll do the talk, I'll get free lunch, and I'll go back to UGC, and I'll be like...
I think it would be funny if I went back, because I was, like, super antisocial that whole year, and then if I show up and I'm like, hey guys, I'm here to tell you about college.
That'd be funny. But
I don't think she reached out. Wait, how did you even get the emails asking if you wanted to do it?
I think at the end of the year she sent a forum saying, put your whatever other email there. And
I didn't do the forum. Oopsies.
Yeah,
maybe I will go to reunion. I'm only going to go to reunion if like you or Carson's there, because I don't want to go if it's like no one I like.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd go to a reunion. I mean, it kind of depends on what I'm doing. Like, I don't really... If it's just showing up, because if it's just like Flow Gang there, I'm like, I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's gonna be Flow Gang and like a few randos who like feel like they want to reunite with people,
like Xavier or something.
Yeah.
John Stewart will show up. Green Lantern.
John Stewart, Kashawn, that Ray J guy who's only around for a bit. The school. Yeah, who else? Gavin. Well, he left naturally. I don't know why Ray J left. I remember he was here one day and then he was gone.
Well, he was there for one trimester online, then he never came back. So.
Oh, yeah, we had trimesters. That was weird.
My old public school had trimesters, so I don't know.
It's kind of stupid, honestly. I don't like it.
College have trimesters.
Okay, we've been on Yeleni for a while, or Nyana for a while.
I'm not talking all about Nyana.
He's Flo
okay. She's probably frowny face, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind her before, but then, like, now things have changed.
I've heard nothing but bad things about her from Carson. Like, I just hear she's the worst person. She, like, doesn't care about anybody. She's selfish. I don't know. She's just...
I don't think he ever was that harsh, unless he was talking to you without me. But, like, it just sounded like she was kind of distant, and it's kind of ironic, because Carson was really distant from Ava.
I know, right? It's poetic, right?
Yeah,
I
think Carson was the one who instigated the relationship, and like Ava was, so really is poetic. It's like poetry.
No one else is lefty, really. I guess not. I guess she's only She never did anything to me. Like I always
honestly,
said hello.
I actually didn't really mind her. It's just like it's kind of awkward because I'd known her for literally like 10 years.
Oh yeah, you had a sleepover and said a bunch of cringy stuff to her or something.
Oh yeah, oh my god. Every day I just remember more and more cringy stuff. Like apparently, well, I don't want to say it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Something about Leo laying on a bed of spikes and like crying or something, and like I repressed that. I don't know.
What? That's not good, Eli. That's not good.
And from what I remember, I lay on the bed of spikes and was fine. Like I did behave normally, but then apparently I cried when I lay on the bed of spikes. So I don't know. I don't know who to believe.
Yeah, crazy.
Anyways, yeah, it's kind of just weird that I had known her. What is it? I known her for like 15 years by senior year, and I like never talked to her really. But to be fair, we really weren't that similar.
No, you weren't. I mean, what did you guys... No, it's bad. No.
Both lived in York, and we both went to YCDS. That's really it. We both liked cars. Well, honestly, we didn't both like cars.
What's that, Eli?
Huh? I was gonna say we both liked Carson, but she didn't.
Like,
so
how do you like Carson? I mean, I guess she had to have liked Carson, or did she? I don't know.
Okay, she said that thing like, "Sorry, I'm so distant. I'll work on that."
That's like a funny letter, though. I laughed at the letter every time.
But here's the thing, though. Neither of them wanted to break up. Like, she never wanted to break up, though. I think Carson had to do it in the end, right?
Well, I don't know, because I feel like he went there and was like, I don't think this is working out. Do you want to, like, maybe try one last time? She's like, no. That's how Carson told me stuff. I don't know. He says, I don't know.
Yeah, I was working on Boiler Room during it.
There was nothing dramatic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I told my sister, it's like, it sounds like they're finally going to break up. And she's like, oh, finally, it's about time.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told your whole family, and they were like, ha ha ha.
I think I told them because we all knew Flory at this point, because like I'd known her for 10 years or whatever.
It's a good story to tell the 100-year great uncle's.
The story of Flo
and Carson.
Let's keep going. Leo. They're mystery.
I go to college with Leo. Haven't seen Leo once. Neither is William. Mr.
I forgot Leo goes to your school. I remember in English, in American Lit, Leo always had their camera off, and when it was on, it was the Minecraft background, and they had their bird once. That was cool. You should ask William about ask William about the Minecraft background. That was fun. He probably has stuff to say.
You probably would. You probably go, oh, I don't use Minecraft background. It was like this. Yeah, that's William. Yeah.
Yeah, they were mysterious, but whatever.
Harry, I got along with Harry. He was nice. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He always was friendly to me. You know, I don't.
Pally or 24-hour nap?
24-hour nap. He was not a pally, but he was always nice. You know.
Olivia Showers. Don't know anything.
Yeah, I think Mystery. Even though we like saw her all the time, she was like the RAR club head, but I don't really know much about her.
She danced, right? It was Laurel and her danced every year. She's in charge of RAR Club.
Like, about her as a person. I remember for my head-to-head, I made a joke and said Olivia has this inner rage. And she said, no, Harold, I don't have this inner rage when I emailed her for consent for the article. But you can still publish it. And I was like, thanks. I guess it is kind of weird, though. Just some random kid you don't talk to just says, you have an inner rage inside you. Yeah, that is...
I do remember one time I, like, walked in. I came into the room because I was looking for something for theater. And it was, like, you, Dr. Raponi, and all the editors just sitting in a circle going over every single thing you'd written. It was really funny.
It was, because, like, you know, I know, like George said, you're supposed to say, the test killed you, not raped you, but that was a rape. She went through every single thing and criticized it. There was no holding back, and we were telling lie after lie after lie. Like, Sophie said, oh, we said Marlena's a robot because she's so perfect. She's so perfect.
That's pretty funny.
And then, like, I was like, well, you know, Logan's a nice guy when you get to know him, right? Right? I was like, huh? Like lie after lie.
Okay, so the like censorship of the Fourth Estate had been coming for a long time. It wasn't just PTFP.
That was after PTFP, the senior issue was. So
technically, that was PTFP was written. It just wasn't published yet.
Yeah, but it came out after the election issues when the whole thing came crashing down. So that was the first effect. That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah. Sania or Sonia, I don't remember how you say
Sonia, she's a Mr. E.
I'd say Mystery.
I remember
She's in my English class. I didn't know anything about her.
She says absolutely nothing. I remember except during the whistleblowing, the forensics incident, where I never heard her speak until then, and every word she said was like a curse word.
Really?
She's like, I didn't tell them shit. I'm fucking blah, 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 blah. She's cursing and cursing and cursing. I was like, oh, okay.
It's funny.
She's not a whistleblower. She was loyal to her grade till the end. So.
Wait, were you in forensics? I can't remember.
I was in forensics year before.
Okay, yeah. So I remember you had taken it, but I didn't think you were part of it.
I was not part of the scandal of the century.
Yeah.
That's kind of
a lot that happened in senior year.
It's because of us. That was a good legacy to leave behind.
You know, there's a lot that happened in senior year, and it was also all different groups. It wasn't just the same group that had drama every time.
Yeah. Everyone had their moment in the spotlight. You know, everyone kind of shined in their own special way.
Mr. Mole.
Mr. Mole's a frowny face.
Yeah, he's just unpleasant. I just didn't like him.
I was talking with Arden yesterday. Arden said Mr. Mole is cool now. Like, apparently he's had a complete glow-up in college. But this is based on high school, so he's definitely a frowny face.
Yeah.
Very unpleasant guy. The first person he gave a nickname to, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, why is he Mr. Mole? Was it just an arbitrary name?
Carson came up with it, I don't know.
If only he was here.
There's like a story about some guy named Mr. Mole, and Carson just kind of attributed that to him. I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Phoebe, excuse me.
Yeah,
She's kind of just like quiet and kind of did her own thing, like whatever.
I don't really know much about her.
Yeah.
I'd say that's fair.
Mystery.
Noah.
I'm noticing. I was gonna say I'm noticing a bit of a trend where a lot of people in Mystery have glasses, but I guess these guys have glasses, so never mind.
No, I feel like it was 24-hour AP. Like I liked him. He was nice.
He was nice. He was good in Human Geo.
Yeah, that's right. He's a good student. He's kind of a different person though when he's by his friends. He was always so professional in class. Like he always had good manners. Like AP Lit Noah was like a different breed. Like I was just so surprised. He gave us such distinguished response. I was like, that's not Noah.
Out of that.
Yeah, I did make a meme out of that. Yeah.
That was the before video memes, though, I think.
Yeah, that was only a this year development in college because I was like, wait a minute, I found this cool platform that can make them in like a minute. These are way better than regular memes. Franny.
Granny Fury.
Granny.
I liked her. I had bio with her. She was pretty talkative. She's in theater too. I think she was the head of theater, and like me and her were like the only two who ever seemed to do stuff. No offense, other guys.
Yeah, I always liked her. She kind of carried our AP Lit class.
I don't know if I'd call her Pally though. So.
You know, she's in an NAP. Like we had good relations.
All these Pallies are your Pallies. I don't have any Pallies.
Nyana.
Me and William were Pallies, I think.
Nyana. I would not have put Nyana and Pally, but
me and William in theater. I remember LSM would just say like batshit insane stuff, and me and William just had to listen to. Like he would be he'd be like, "Oh, Mrs. Woodbridge is a mask Nazi. She won't let me take my mask off during a pandemic." It's like whatever. That's my LSM impression.
That's like I never really talked to that.
LSM talk. He's like, she won't let me take my mask off. I don't know.
That's a good voice. I don't know what he sounds like, but he was everyone else.
I can only do the Andy voice.
I heard everybody complain about Elsa, but I never really met him myself, so it's like that's all.
It's because we went to like a liberal school and he was conservative. It's because every single opinion he had was just crazy. He was anti-vax, anti-mask, supported like Second Amendment, probably hated LGBT people. He's just like.
Does he not even go there anymore?
I think Matt said he left.
Yeah, Matt said he left. I remember that. Yeah.
Which honestly, it didn't sound like he was happy there. Like during theater, he just complained that like his family is broke, and it's like if you're broke, why are you coming here or something?
Yeah, it's a rich kid's school. Get out of here, peasant, right?
Yeah, and if he's broke, why does he have like 30 cars? Whatever.
Well, builds them from parts and stuff.
Oh, I did see a guy
like,
today on like a street in Cleveland driving like a clown car. It was like really low to the ground, and it fit one person. It was bright red and old fashioned. It was fun. I wanted to take a picture, but he got too far.
Darn. That's good.
Summer. Mystery. I don't even know what year she came.
She came 9th grade. I had a couple classes with her earlier in the year, and she was just kind of annoying. She had a very annoying voice. She acts like this, and she answered like every question. And I was like, shut up, Summer. Kiana, I never spoke to her once.
Another mystery.
I remember it was the end of the year. There was we're in a class meeting, and I looked to my right, and she was the next to me. I was going to say a quip to her, but I was like, I have never talked to her once. I'm not going to start now.
Do you remember what the quip was, or?
I don't remember what it was to Tom. I was going to say something funny though. It's very funny, would have been the funniest joke of all time, I bet. But I was like, nope, not talking to you.
Yeah, you should have said to, who was it? This one laughed at everything. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, Piper.
So
I'd be like, all right, let's do a swell job. And then she'd be like, ah ha ha. I'm like, that's not even funny.
It's because it gets you sound sarcastic all the time, so.
Yeah, that's how I talk. But it got really annoying, and I got really grumpy. So I was like,
Tina, I never talked to her a lot, but she was pretty fun.
She was
Chinese
pretty fun.
Class sometimes. So I'd say 24-hour nap.
Yeah, she was in journalism. She was fine.
Oh yeah, she had some funny articles.
Yeah, she had.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read any articles besides yours or Ryan's. I just didn't even I read the title and then skimmed through them.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't really do anything too crazy, but she was a solid addition. Honestly, she was good to pad out stuff. And she had funny zoom filters.
Oh, I think she had really the potato one or something.
Yeah. She was the only one who really tried on those, so it was fun.
Oh, here we go. Another villain. Okay, he's the least bad out of them. It's just that one thing that we keep talking about.
Kind of annoying too. I feel like he would come with the Carson and talk for 10 minutes, the most boring conversations imaginable. I'm like, why do you care so much about science and stuff? Just shut up and talk about Xenu and normal people, you know?
That's the thing, I guess he was smart and talked about smart stuff.
And he was, talking about smart stuff. Carson's smart, but he can talk about fun stuff, you know?
And Ryan's really smart, and Ryan never talks about smart stuff.
Yeah, and Matt, same with Matt.
Okay, everyone talks about history, that's a smart person thing.
Yeah, but
dumb people talk about, their hyperfixations nonstop, like WarioWare.
Yeah.
That was bad.
You were WarioWare.
I'd call that the Dark Ages, when it was before I liked Xenu and WarioWare is all I talk about. That's weird.
That was a fine era. I remember when you were going on that field trip, you were just playing WarioWare Twister and AP Human Geo.
Yeah, well, it was fun. I just was thinking about how much I want to play. That hike wasn't. I don't remember who's in my group for that hike, but it was pretty fun from what I imagine. I remember.
Yeah.
If you look at this quickly, these two look like the same person, and these two also kind of look like the same person. If you just
I know. We're a bunch of NPCs, right? Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you go to a school where almost everyone's white. Whatever.
Yeah.
I
guess. Most two are Asian, but whatever. Okay, Hannah's, I'd say 24-hour NEP.
Miss Piss, as I call her.
Miss Piss. She's a 24-hour NEP.
Yeah, I thought she was fun. She was funny.
She's funny. She's got a good sense of humor. She was good in the Alex Cohen article, which is aged terribly, where she talks about how big Alex's muscles are and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She was a big chess Hunger Games fan, so that puts her on the 24-hour NEP.
Well, she only put up with Michael Jacob Jack for so long before she stopped interacting. She stopped making his comments. I think she got tired of the bit. She only did it 3 times. I did it 6 times. So.
I remember
fun fact. Yeah,
that's Michael Jacob
Jack's origin.
Yeah, that was a typo. Well, not a typo. I just forgot to change the name from the randomly generated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she visited here, that was the second thing she said to me was, "Oh, I missed the chess Hunger Games." So I'm glad some people still remember it. I'm glad it has. There's my legacy.
It was fun. People talked about it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Sky Guy.
Okay. Talk about Sky Guy is just not really a good person in general.
Frowny?
He's a frowny face.
Or boop boop.
Some interest? No, not boop. He's definitely a frowny face. He's just not very likable.
He's just kind of like
he's pretentious.
He's kind of just a generic popular guy who's like.
And there's some like interesting allegations about him that may or may not be true.
See, I don't know all the allegations. I just know people didn't like him, and I know like my sister says he's just always like posing with girls on Instagram. And he's kind of like just.
Oh yeah, but
that.
Allegedly, I may have heard he's a rapist, but we're not going to get into this.
Okay, I never heard that.
You never heard that, really?
I don't like the big. I don't know who. I never talked to any of these people. I wasn't really up to the news. I talked to these people and this guy, and that's really it.
At length about this. I don't know, man. I mean, it's probably true. I feel like that alone should have been lefty tier, but I don't want him to sue me for defamation, so he gets frowny face tier just because he finds this video.
Actually, so far,
it's all like.
I was gonna say all these people are Xenu characters except Whistleblower and Mr. Mole.
Yeah, well, there's not much to do with those.
Yeah, once you get down to a certain tier, actually, all these people have nicknames. Like, well, most. Yeah. Okay, actually, it's just her, and it's a racist one or whatever, and him, it's just his real name.
Yeah, that's not even a nickname. I just called it because it rhymed with orgy, because I wanted to think of a name.
Oh, we're almost done.
That's a good name. I do like that name, Georgie's Orgy.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. He's not even in the game, really. He's just at the beginning and the end. He's on a plane the whole time.
Yeah.
Huda, probably 24-hour or...
I'll put it on Pally. I'd probably put it on Pally. We had some... She was fun.
I never really interacted with her, but... no, she was I
didn't interact with her until senior year, really, either, but... We had some fun times in AP Spanish. She's part of AP Spanish gang, so I guess that counts.
Yeah. Luke Zook. I will mention that one thing that still annoys me is how he said he wants to buy a Switch just to play Nintendo Switch Sports. That makes me so angry for some reason.
Let's put in Boop Boop just for that, then.
Yeah, sure.
We'll put in Boop Boop just for that.
Yeah, it's like, who does that? Who buys a $300 console just to play a $60 hastily rushed sports collection?
I know, right?
You could buy, like... Whatever.
Whatever.
I also watched car crash videos during class, which I thought was funny. I wouldn't put him in here. I'd put him in 24-hour nap.
Yeah, I guess it's
He's
fair.
a multivariable. Oh, yeah, we're done now.
We're done. Yeah, that was our tier list, guys. Well, what did you think of our ranking? If you disagree, you should leave yours in the comments below. And I'll link the tier maker so you can make your own list for fun. Are you going to say anything here?
Yeah, I can say something. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Send this video to everyone you know. Send it to every single person in this tier video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Smash that bell so you can stay notified of future uploads. Be sure to go to NordVPN and use the code Harold is cool to get 10% off your first month starter pack. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.